YouTube, I wanted to record a video letting you know that I'll have my next video coming in the beginning, earliest, next week, Tuesday at the latest. Um, since I recorded this video, I thought I'd explain how to set a goal. For your goal, you don't want to exceed what your expectations are ahead of yourself. What I mean by that is you don't want to say my goal is a half a foot. You want to set a goal in increments. So, for example, if you're 5 inches of girth and your ultimate goal is 6.5 inches of girth, you don't say, I'm 5 inches of girth, and next year, sometime around June or July, maybe in a couple years, I'll be 6.5 inches of girth, because most likely you're going to not understand what you're doing to get there or not get there. Set your goal in increments. You go, I'm 5 inches of girth, and in 4 months I'm going to be 5.2 inches of girth, and my routine is X, and you must stay committed to that routine. And it has to be one that you've studied and you know works for you, which is what all your other fellow penis enlargement members on the board are there to help guide you. So in 4 months you say, I'm going to be 5.2 inches of girth. You set that routine that is going to get you there, which is very accessible. Most likely in 4 months you will be at 5.2 inches of girth. So when you do reach that gain, in the time that you've set, you will move your next gains the same way in increments and timeline. So you'll say, in another 4 months, I'll be at 5.5 inches of girth, which is 5.5 inches of girth. So when you hit that next 4 months, and you have that routine that you've stayed committed and dedicated, you'll be at 5.5 inches of girth. You set another 4 months, and you say, I'll move that increment, that size gain up to 5.7 inches of girth. And in 12 months, you're almost at 1 inch of girth at 5.7 inches. So you do the same thing as time goes on. When you're at 5.7 inches of girth, then you'll set another 4 months and be 6 inches as your goal, which is 1 inch. So in 15 months, sometimes as the time goes on and the gains get bigger, you need to switch your routine up. And as you switch your routine up, it takes a little longer to get those gains, just like in any other workout for your body. Anything that has to do in the world with nature, with anything. You can't just do the same thing repeated over and over. It doesn't work anymore. If you go to the gym and you lift weights, you're not going to have huge, enormous muscles from lifting a barbell the same way every single time you exercise. So in 15 months, 16, 17, 18 months, you'll hit 6 inches of girth if you understand and you learn what it is you need to get to that goal. So when you do hit 6 inches of girth, it might take you 2 years, but you'll only be a half inch away from your ultimate goal, which is very possible. You just need to keep setting it in increments. So maybe in 2 years you're at 6.2 inches of girth. A lot of guys say that's all I need. I don't even need that 6.5. I'm good with 6.2. You're well over an inch, and you're just under your goal of 0.3 inches. Usually you don't stop penis enlargement when you've done it for a year or 2 years. Sometimes it just becomes a part of your life. Sometimes guys just don't like to do the work. Usually they do, if they're doing it. So if you are going to keep going and a year or 2 goes by, you'll be at that 6.5 inches of girth, no problem, easy. But you don't say, today I'm 5 inches of girth, and next year sometime I'll be 6.5 inches of girth, because most likely you ain't going to have it. You have to say, well, by summer I'll be 0.5 inches more. And then figure it out. That's what we're here to tell you how. And it can, because we all have it. telling you. So that's how you do it. You set a small goal, and eventually you get those sizes you want. Have it be half a foot. We have more videos to come. Stay tuned.